Try to find the accessible Winnebagos that we read about. This is so cool. It's the first time I've been in an RV at an RV show.
There's a ton of room up here.
This is really, really cool.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that's just like it's like a rookie mistake. So we just got to the RV show and we're parked, and you can see where we're parked, and the jacks won't go down. So they've got out the manual.
It either leaked hydraulic fluid because the motor's going, or there's a bad pump, or a little bit. There are like 5 different possible causes. And most of them were replace the part.
The good thing is we're at an RV show, so there's probably someone who can help us.
So now we're gonna have to try to level it the old-fashioned way with boards, and then I'll go out and try to do some troubleshooting, get the multimeter, see if the pump's getting voltage from the battery, and start there and see what I can find.
It's kind of cool at the RV show because there's lots of places to walk the puppies. Right, Pepper? Right? Lots of them.
Okay, so we got it leveled with a board or two on just the one wheel, so it wasn't too bad. Pretty close to level. It rocks back and forth a bit much when the jacks aren't down, but we can live with that. But while we were all focused on that, we went to put the big slide out, and the one door at the pantry there had come open during travels, and it got jammed against the slide. We heard this, so we stopped. It looks like it bent the knob. I'll show you. Just the screw that's holding the knob on, so I think we can, but it dug it into the wood, but that might be covered up by the knob if we just fix it.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that's just like it's like a rookie mistake, you know. We've been doing this 11 months, but you always have to check before you put the slides, because although these, you know, cabinets have those latches, occasionally if you hit a bump or something, they will be open, and you know, they'll just open up and they'll sit against the slide. So it's one of those things you always have to check before you put the slides out, and we are focused on our jacks not working and we didn't check, and so we made a rookie mistake. You would think they would give us a map when we drove in so that we could find our way like to the RV show.
But we don't need one.
No, we have me along, so I've got that map like built in to my brain.
Yeah. And I'm just backup if he needs.
Just in case?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our plan is to just walk towards all the RVs. Well, yeah, because this is probably the parking lot with the hookups. So yeah, if you actually plan ahead, you can get hookups here to park for a couple days, and then was it just electric, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I think it's just electric. But we of course don't plan ahead, so that was full. So we just do the dry camping. We don't know where we're going. Where do we enter the show?
Oh, right there is gate 3.
Okay, good.
It's a Winnebago Navigating Spirit Sunstar. Okay. Well, you want to do outside first, right?
Yes, outside.
Okay, we're gonna go outside.
We're trusting Jared and Brian to get us safely around the RV show. Not sure if that's the best plan.
Try to find the accessible Winnebagos that we read about. Is there another Winnebago somewhere? And then we'll go to the Newmar, because that's what we have. We like looking at Newmars.
Yep.
And whatever else we see in between.
We have not made it far. Like, seriously, we are caught up at the chairs 5 minutes into the show. Comfy, McKenna?
We should get this.
This is really, really cool. It's a small, maybe like 10 or 12 feet travel trailer, tow behind.
This is cool.
It's obviously for the outdoors enthusiast because it's got the kayak and the tent on top of it.
Wait, optional bike wrap, 10.6 entry ramp for quads and dirt bikes.
The off-road tires. It's got the little refrigerator that comes out. It's got a ramp in the back so you can ride bikes up on it and stuff like that. Really, really cool. Probably super lightweight.
1,900 pounds.
Wow.
That includes everything that's on it right now.
With the tent.
Yes.
Wow. That's light.
There's a ton of room up here. It reminds me when I was a kid and we'd climb up in the barn up the ladder into the rafters. So we got it all figured out, right? The twins turn 18 next year. And so when we kicked Jared out, no, we're not kicking McKenna out, just Jared. Then he's gonna get one of these, and then he can follow us around if he likes, or he can go on his own. Okay, this will be your 18th birthday present you two have to share. That's what full-time RV families do when their kids get older.
They just full-time RV, but
they
they're
just
in
get
a
their
different-
own little
next
small,
to the campsite
yeah, they
instead of-
get their own small RVs and follow you around.
This is the new bunk model that we have, except 2 years later. So they changed it up a lot. Look how big the pantry is.
This
It's so wide.
This got Jared excited.
Triple the pantry space.
Triple width, yeah.
I have no idea why we didn't get this.
Because they didn't have it then.
So amazing though.
But yeah, this is...
Everything's so much bigger. Even though it's only 1 foot longer.
Check that out.
The bathroom's bigger.
I know.
It is. This would be so much better for Daddy. Newmar really did a good job upgrading this. Our model is it's the bunk model from 2017. It's 33 foot and it's nice, but that's what we have. And we did meet someone just last week who has the 2017. No, ours is 2017. They have the 2018 bunk model of Baystar, and it's 1 foot longer. It's 34 foot, and it just had a little extra room. It's basically laid out the same as ours, but this is the 2019 bunk model. And this thing, they just totally redid the inside. The layout is so much more open. This would have been a ton better for Brian with the openness. But that's what happens with RVs is they change them up, they make them better. And but this is really nice.
This is gonna be my room.
The closet?
Yeah, I'll put some blankets here. The closet can be my room. It'll be more space than I have in the RV.
A lot more.
In the RV I have my bed, which is non-existent during the day, and then some of the desk/table.
I look at the outside storage compartments because I can't get in. So I go around checking out the storage compartments. But look at this. It's a huge pass-through.
Wow.
And that's the tray that slides out.
Oh yeah. You could have your room
Holy
down
cow.
That's even bigger than my closet
Oh look, this comes with the vacuum.
in the other RV.
here.
Vacuum.
Yeah, a little vacuum. Okay, so we left the RV show for tonight. We're gonna go back probably tomorrow. And we didn't notice where we had parked the RV. There are big letters around the parking lots. We didn't see them. So Alex got her wish and she got a tram ride. We drove all around and luckily our new sign of follow us on Live Your Someday Now came in handy because we passed a few rows away from our RV and Jared's like, there it is, I see the sign. So it's coming in handy already to have that on there. The problem with dry camping is then what to eat because we got back and they're all starving. So it's one of those nights we're scrounging for food. So I found ground turkey in the freezer. So we got ground turkey and then there's onions and frozen corn, peas, whatever I can find in cans, and some instant rice because we usually keep some instant rice around. No recipes involved. It's like grab what you can and throw it in a pot together. So this is cool. I've always wondered, you see those campers up on top of truck beds? And I've always wondered what they look like inside, so we're checking some out here. They're pretty cool. They just, go back on top of the truck and they've got pretty much room in here. This is cool. Wow, it's got the sink, little stove, fridge. Is this the bathroom? Bathroom and shower all in one.
We found one of the accessible motorhomes. It's not the Winnebagos that we were searching for, but we knew Newmar had one, but we we've been to one RV show before, but they didn't have this model. But this one has the accessible version. It's a 39-footer, way too long for what we were going for. But it would be really nice to have one like this that had the lift built in. I can get in and out by myself.
And it has a full-size commercial fridge.
Ooh, full-size fridge.
Oh, that's
Just pointing it out. Awesome.
Yeah, pretty nice. It is nice and open. You know, plenty of room to turn around with the wheelchair. Oh, here's nice. You can get under the sink. Actually get under the sink. That's nice. All-in shower. Also has the bench. Padded bench. Very nice. This is so cool. It's the first time I've been in an RV at an RV show. Because usually I'm just sitting outside, like peering in the doors and watching videos that Diane or the kids take for me. This is the one. This is the one we read about. Their new one from Winnebago.
So this is the Winnebago, and of course Brian was in here to check this one out. The Winnebago, well, I'll check outside which Winnebago, because they have 3 accessible ones. So this one has a nice kind of open area for the shower, but the shower is a little narrow, doesn't have a accessible seat. And then if you come back here, this would be too narrow for Brian to get through.
It says folding bench seat optional.
Okay, so there are some options I think that aren't in here. So this is the Forza, which is the most expensive of Winnebago's 3 accessible models. And this one really has a nice open layout. It has a ton of storage in here. Even has a washer dryer. Voila.
That's not the washer.
No, the washer dryer's over there. So we are showing the storage space. Washer dryer's, ta-da, right there. Brian's not in this RV, he can't get in this one. They had someone, like, I guess hit the weight limit on the lift, and so they're not sure that it's working properly, so he's not allowed to use the lift to get into this one. So we're just checking this one out for him and showing it to you just so you get an idea of what another accessible RV looks like. But this, I like this, is bed tucks in the corner. It's a better use of space, and you know, then Brian could get in here, I would go over there. So this has a ton more space than the other 2 models we looked at, and the bathroom space is much more efficient. They actually have the shower, the toilet, and the sink kind of all in one spot, which saves space, makes it a much bigger bathroom area. A good amount of space up here in the kitchen. The problem with this one, again, as the others, is this has more storage space than the others, but there'd be no sleeping space for the kids. So we would just have to get rid of them.
It comes with
Buttons to play with.
all the info for slides and battery power and connection, because in ours he's leaning down to the front. It's all right there.
Okay, so here we are troubleshooting the hydraulic jack system because the jacks are not coming out. So I looked up on Equalizer Systems webpage, and they have some troubleshooting steps. First of all, check the motor connections, the grounding. Beyond that, I'm not sure what it could be. It might just be a bad motor. So stay tuned for a preview for next week's episode, which will be right here once it's posted, and you can watch last week's episode right here.
Guess what we're doing? We got the RV stuck in mud, so we have to try to fix the jacks because they weren't working. So Dad's up at the motor fixing those. We got to put sand under the tire and hopefully back up without breaking anything.